Namaskar and welcome to my channel once again. In our last video, we have learned or we have done just a simple introductory part of linear equation in two variables, isn't it? Today we will be discussing the questions related to the exercise. So today we are going to deal with exercise 4.1 of your NCERT book. So what does the question say is the cost of a notebook is 2 times the cost of a pen. The cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. That means if we take pen to be as x, then the notebook will be what? 2 times of the cost of the pen, which is x. Or if we take the cost of notebook as x and if we take the cost of pen as y, since we are using what? Linear equation in two variables, that means we have to take at least two variables. Okay, the cost of notebook is twice the cost of pen. That means if we take the cost of notebook as x and the cost of pen as y, how we are going to represent it on the form of a linear equation in two variable. Okay, so let us begin. Solution. Let the cost of notebook be rupees x. Okay, then the cost of pen be rupees y. Okay, now what is the standard form of writing a linear equation in two variable? It is what? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of writing linear equation into variable. Okay, now the cost of pen is what? Y. How we are going to represent it? Therefore, by question. So according to question, what it is given? It is given that the cost of pen is twice the cost of notebook. That means x is equal to how much? 2 times the 2 into y, that is 2y. So how we are going to represent it? X minus 2y is equal to 0. I hope it is clear till this much, isn't it? So note it down, then we are going to move on to the next particular part. So we have with us next set of question. It is the continuation of exercise 4.1. This is second question. Express the linear equations in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. So that means first what we have to do, we have to arrange this particular linear equation in this particular format, and then we have to find out the value of a, b and c in each of the cases. So let us begin with the first question. So how we can change it? If we write this as 2x plus 3y minus 9.35 bar is equal to 0. Does the meaning change? No, the meaning doesn't change us. It remains same. Okay. Next, 2x plus 3y plus minus 9.35 bar is equal to 0. Now also if you see the particular equation, the meaning has not changed. It has remained as it is, but if you see carefully, it is now in the form of ax plus by plus c. Ax plus by plus c. That means what is the value of a? A is equal to 2, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 9.35 bar. Okay. So let us move on to the next question. Or ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, isn't it? So if I write this particular equation like this, plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 y, okay, minus 10. So minus 10 can be written as plus minus 10. Isn't it? Equal to 0. Now see here, y is within the bracket. Can we take it out of the bracket? Yes. So it will become how much? 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 y plus minus 10 is equal to 0. Now see what is the value of a? A is equal to, if nothing is there, that means there is 1. Yes or no? If nothing is there, that means there is 1. A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1 by 5 and C is equal to minus 10. Isn't it? Isn't it very easy? Yes. Now let us move on to the next particular question. Similarly, what we will do? Minus 2x. Okay? Then plus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. Minus 6. 6 if it comes this side, then it will become minus 6. Minus 6 can also be written as plus bracket minus 6. Isn't it? So, what can you say from this? X is equal to, sorry, A is equal to minus 2, B is equal to how much? B is equal to 3 and C is equal to minus 6. Isn't it? Next particular question, let us see. It will become how much? X minus 3y is equal to 0 is equal to x plus minus 3y. In place of C there is nothing, isn't it? That means we can write a 0, but writing a 0 or not writing a 0 doesn't make any change. So I have kept it as it is. So it will be x plus minus 3y equal to 0. Then what I will write? A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 3 and C is equal to 0. I hope you are clear to this much, isn't it? Next we move on to this particular question. So it will be 2x plus 5y is equal to 0, isn't it? If it comes this side, then it will become plus 5y. Now see, here A is equal to how much? 2, B is equal to how much? B is equal to 5 and C is equal to nothing is there, that means 0. Here directly we can write A is equal to how much? A is equal to 3. B is equal to how much? There is no value of B. That means what can we write? See here carefully. I am writing it down. 3x plus 0 y plus 2 is equal to 0. 0 y means what? 0 into y is equal to 0, which means there is nothing is there, isn't it? So y B is equal to how much? B is equal to 0 and C is equal to how much? 2. Okay? Here similarly, what you will write? X, no x is there, that means 0 into x, isn't it? Plus y plus minus 2 is equal to 0. That means what? It will be how much? It will be A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to minus 2. Okay, so here C is equal to 0. So if you want, you can write here C is equal to 0 plus 0. Okay, and last one, this one, it will be how much? It will be 5 minus 2x is equal to 0 or 2x minus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or minus 2 within bracket x plus 0 into y plus 5 is equal to 0. That means A is equal to minus 2, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 5. Okay, so I hope you have understood this particular part. With this we complete exercise 4.1. Soon we are going to move on to exercise 4.2. So kindly note it down quickly. So this is exercise 4.2 and we are in the first question of exercise 4.2. And what does the question says? It asks which of the following is true and why. That means out of the following three options, which of the option is correct and why. So the equation is given, y is equal to 3x plus 5, y is equal to 3x plus 5. Now see this particular question. If I take x is equal to 1, okay, I make a box and here I put x and here I put y. If I take x is equal to 1, that means I get the value of y. How much? 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Isn't it? If I take x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. That means 3 into 0 plus 5 is equal to how much? 5. If I take x 0, I will get how much? 5. Similarly, again, if I take 3x plus 5, isn't it? If I take x is equal to 5, 3 into 5 plus 5, which is equal to how much? 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. That means if I take x is equal to 5, then I will get y is equal to how much? 20. Okay, how many questions or how many value of x if I take, I will get the value of y. That means if I keep on taking value of x, I will be getting value of y, isn't it? That means how many solutions we are getting? We are getting infinitely many solutions. That means for every value of x, I will get a value of y. For any value of x, I will get a value of y, isn't it? That's why the option infinitely many solutions will be correct for the given equation. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. Now we have with us next set of question of exercise 4.2, question number 2. So let us see what is there. Write 4 solutions of each of the equation. You have to find out 4 solutions of each of the equation. So first equation is this, 2x plus y is equal to 7. So first what will take? Let x is equal to 1. So if we take x is equal to 1, what will be the value of y? We have to find out then. So 2 into 1 plus y is equal to 7, which is equal to y is equal to 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Okay. Next, 4 solution. 1 we have got. Then again if we take x is equal to 0. Okay. If I take x is equal to 0, then 2x plus y is equal to 7 we have, isn't it? 2 into 0 plus y is equal to 7, which is equal to y is equal to 2 into 0 is equal to 0. That means y is equal to 7. 2 into 0 is equal to 0. That means it will be removed. Y will be equal to 7. This is second. Third, x is equal to, if I take minus 1. If I take x is equal to minus 1, then what we will get? 2x plus y is equal to 7. 2 into minus 1 plus y is equal to 7. Minus 2 plus y is equal to 7. Y is equal to 7. It will become what? Plus 2. 9. Okay. We have taken x is equal to minus 1. X equal to minus 1, then 2 into minus 1 is equal to minus 2. If it goes that side, plus 2 is equal to 9. Next we can take x is equal to 2. If we take x is equal to 2, then 2x plus y is equal to 7. Or 2 into 2 plus y is equal to 7. Or 2 2s are 4 plus y is equal to 7. Or y is equal to 7 minus 4, which is equal to how much? 7 minus 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Okay. So these are the 4 solutions. So how you will write? Therefore the required 4 solutions are, therefore the required 4 solutions are, when we took x is equal to 1, we got y is equal to 5, isn't it? When we took x is equal to 0, y is equal to 7. Okay. When we took x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to how much? 9. When we took x is equal to 2, we got y is equal to 3. So these are the 4 solutions of the first equation. Okay. This, and this is equal to 2 and 3. So here we have the scope of taking any number. Okay, we have the scope of taking any number, but while taking, we should keep one point under consideration, and that is we should take integer in first case and we should get integer in the answer. That means if we take x as an integer, we should get y also as an integer. Why? Because while plotting on graph paper, if we take integer and if we get integer in this manner, it becomes far more easier for us to, it becomes far more easier for us to plot it on the graph paper. Okay. So now we will move on to the next question. what we have next? We have with us 3 set of question, isn't it? Out of which one I have done, second I will be doing pi x plus y is equal to 9. If we take, let x is equal to 0, y will be equal to what? Pi x plus y is equal to 9, or pi into 0 plus y is equal to 9, or y is equal to 9. This is clear, isn't it? Pi into 0 is equal to 0, that means it will vanish. Then if I take x is equal to 1, then pi x plus y is equal to 9, or pi into 1 plus y is equal to 9, or pi into 1 is equal to pi plus y is equal to 9, or y is equal to 9 minus pi. Okay, this particular part is clear. Then next, if we take x is equal to 2, then pi into x plus y is equal to 9, or pi into 2 plus y is equal to 9, or 2 pi plus y is equal to 9, or y is equal to 9 minus 2 pi. How many solutions we have got so far? So far we have got 1, 2 and 3 solutions. Last one more solution. Okay, if I take pi x is equal to 3, okay, then pi x plus y is equal to 9, or pi into 3 plus y is equal to 9, or 3 pi plus y is equal to 9, or y is equal to 9 minus 3 pi. Okay, therefore the 4 solutions are, therefore the required 4 solutions are, okay, what? 0, 9, then 1, 9 minus pi, then 2, 9 minus 2 pi, then 3, 9 minus 3 pi. Okay, I hope you have understood this particular part clearly. So this is the way you have to do. Okay, and the last question, x is equal to 4y. I hope you can do this part by yourself. So we are going to the next particular part. So next, what do we have with us? We have third question of exercise 4.2. What is there? You have to check which of the following are solution of the equation this. Solution of the equation this and which are not. Okay. The question is very simple. This one first. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. Okay. And you have to place the value of x and y in this particular equation. And if you get the answer to be as 4, then it is a solution. And if you don't get 4, it is not a solution. So first question we take, number 1, 0, 2, isn't it? 0, 2 we will take. Okay. The equation is what? LHS. Left hand side what do we have? Left hand side we have x minus 2y equal to, x is equal to 0 minus 2 into y is equal to 2. It will be equal to a 0 into 2 to the 4, which is equal to minus 4. Is it equal to RHS? No, it is not is equal to RHS, isn't it? It is not is equal to 4. It is not equal to 4. It is not equal to 4. Since it is not equal to 4, that means it is not a solution. How you will write? You will write in this manner. Therefore, 0, 2 is not a solution of x minus 2y is equal to 4. Okay. Similarly, you can find the others. One more I will do question number 3. Okay. What do we have? 4, 0. Number 3. 4, 0. Okay. LHS. Left hand side. What do we have? X minus 2y. Isn't it? X minus 2y. How much we should get? We should get how much? We should get 4. Why? It is given here. 4. Isn't it? So if we get 4, that means it is a solution. If we don't get 4, it is not a solution. Now x is equal to how much? X is equal to 4 minus, this is the value of x, isn't it? and this is the value of y, into 2 into 0, which is equal to 4 minus 0, which is equal to 4, is equal to RHS. Isn't it? How you will write? You will write therefore 4 comma 0 is a solution of the equation x minus 2y is equal to 4. Okay, is not a solution of the equation. Okay, of the equation x minus 2y is equal to 4. So I hope it is not that difficult that I have to do all the question. So I leave the rest of the questions for you to do it by yourself. Okay, so I'll move on to the next particular part. So note it down till this much. So this is the last question of the exercise 4.2. So what is there in this question? Find the value of k. You have to find the value of k if x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. Is the solution of the equation this. Since x equal to 2, comma, y is equal to 1 is solution of the equation what? 2x plus 3y is equal to k. Okay, with that means therefore 2 comma 1 will satisfy the equation, which one? This 2x plus 3y is equal to k. Fine. So what we will write? Therefore, by question, 2x plus 3y is equal to k. 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1 is equal to k. 2 2s are 4 plus 3 1s are 3 is equal to k. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7 k, or k is equal to 7. So with this we complete exercise 4.2. Now we are going to move on to exercise 4.3. So note it down quickly. So this is exercise 4.3. Question number 1. Draw graph of the following linear equation into variable. That means the equation is given. We have to find the solution of the given equation and you have to represent it on a graph paper. Since we don't have a graph paper, I will be doing it on the board. Okay. Now see, x plus y is equal to 4. That means let x is equal to 0. If I take x is equal to 0, then it will be how much? Y is equal to how much? If I take x equal to 0, y will be equal to 4, isn't it? And if I take x is equal to 4, then y will be equal to x plus y is equal to 4, or 4 plus y is equal to 4, or y is equal to 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. Then if I take x is equal to 1, then x plus y is equal to 4, or 1 plus y is equal to 4, or y is equal to 3. Till this much it is clear. Now we will try to represent it on a graph paper. Sorry, we don't have a graph paper, so we are going to do it on a board. Before that, if you make a box, it will be easy for you to see the values, isn't it? X, y. If x is equal to how much? If x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. If x is equal to 4, y is equal to 0. And if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. Okay, I suggest you to take at least 3 points, because linear equation into variable forms a straight line graph. That means the graph will be in the form of a straight line. So if we take 3 points, and if all the 3 points come in a straight line, you will easily understand that whatever you have done it correctly. Or if you take 3 points and if it doesn't come on a straight line and it is linear equation into variable, that means you will easily understand that you have done somewhere mistake. So my suggestion is that take always at least three solutions. And while taking the solution, one more thing you take under consideration, and that is try to take the values in terms of integers. That means don't take in terms of fractions. Okay. That means if I am taking 0, this is 4, 0, 4, both are integers. It can be in terms of minus, it can be in terms of plus, but it should be in terms of integers as far as possible. If you take integers, then it is very easy to plot it on the graph paper. Okay. So I'll draw the axis here. My one might not be exactly correct, so okay. Origin y o y dash x o x dash. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this will be 1 2 3 4 5 6. This will be minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Small numbers you will be taking. Okay. Now the first is 0 4. Where is 0? 0 4. 1 2 3 4. This is one of the point. 4 0 4 0. 1 2 3 4 0. That means it will be here. Then it is 1 3 1 3 1 1 3 1 2 3. Okay. So this is how much? This is 0 4. This is 1 3 and this is 4 0, isn't it? Now see, you place a scale. Okay, you will place a scale and you will draw a line passing through the point. It should pass through all the three found out points. Okay, if it passes through the points, that means you are correct. If it doesn't passes through the point, that means you have done somewhere wrong and you have to check it whether it is where you have done the mistake. Okay, so there are 4 questions in the book. One I have done for you and the rest you will try to do it by yourself, because this particular part is very much interesting, and if you try and explore by yourself, that will be more better for you all. Okay, so quickly note it down and you will do this in graph paper. Okay. Okay, so quickly note it down, then we are going to move on to the next particular question. Now, this is the second question of exercise 4.3. Okay, this is exercise 4.3 and this is the second question of exercise 4.3. Give the equation of two lines passing through 2, 14. This is the point given. Okay, 2, 14. How many more such lines are there and why? Okay, now this is very interesting question and I find it very much appealing, because here the question is not that difficult, but you have to understand the concept. 2, 14. 2, 14. This means x and this means y, isn't it? What can be the first equation? X plus y. You tell me, you think in your mind, x plus y is equal to how much? If you take x plus y, it will be how much? It will be 14 plus 2 is equal to how much? 16. Isn't it? Yes. Next, 7x. Okay. 7x is equal to how much? 7x, that means this one. If you multiply x with 7, how much you will be getting? You will be getting how much? 14. If you multiply 7 with 2, you will be getting how much? 14. See here. If you multiply 7 with this 2, you will get how much? 14. That means 7 into 2 is what? Can we take it as x, and 14 is equal to what? Y. That means 7x is equal to y, or how you can write 7x minus y is equal to 0. Isn't it? I hope you have understood, isn't it? Now, if you draw this on a graph paper, what you will draw? You will plot this particular point on the graph paper. 14, 2. 2, 14, 2, 1, 2. Okay, this one is 2. And 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 14. This is 2, 14. Okay, this is the point on a graph paper. This is y, o, y dash. This is x, o, x dash. Now, you just tell me, this is just a simple point. How many lines will pass through this given point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, uncountable, isn't it? Same concept applies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, uncountable, isn't it? So have you understood till this much? This question is only that much. You have to write the statement such what is being asked, how many more lines are there and why. There are infinitely many lines passing through the given point because why? That reason is very well known to you, because there are infinite line which passes through a given point, isn't it? So with this we complete this particular question. Now we will be moving to the next particular question. Okay, so note it down. Now we have the third question of the exercise 4.3. See now, in this particular question what is being asked, if point 34 lies on the graph of the equation this. Okay, find the value of A. Now you have to understand this particular question. What is being asked? If point this lies on the graph of the equation this, what do we know? We know that linear equation in one variable forms a straight line graph, isn't it? I don't know what will be the straight line graph of this particular equation, but I have taken or assumed it to be this. Okay, so this is the equation. 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Okay, and what is being said, if point 34 lies on the graph of the equation 34, this particular point 34 lies on the this particular point 34, this particular point is, say for example 34, and it lies on the graph of the given equation. That means it lies, say for example somewhere here, it lies on the graph. What does it mean? This means that 3, 4 is one of the solution of the given equation, isn't it? That means it will satisfy the given equation. So what can we write? 3y is equal to ax plus 7, or 3y is equal to how much? 4, isn't it? 4, ax is equal to how much? 3 plus 7. 4s are 12 minus 7, 3a. 12 minus 7 is equal to how much? It is equal to 5. Okay, and this is 3a, or a is equal to how much? 5 by 3. This is the value of a. Okay, I hope you have understood till this much. So note it down quickly, then we are going to move on to the next particular part. So now we are going to do the next question, but the question that I have chosen now is little bit big, so I'll be reading from the book and I'll be explaining it on the board. Okay, so this is question number 4 of exercise 4.3. Okay, so I'm reading the question once. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. That means for the first 1 kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. Okay. And for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5. Say for example, if the distance covered is this much and the first 1 kilometer it will be charged as rupees 8 and the rest of the distance will be charged as rupees 5. Rest will be charged as rupees 5. Okay. Taking the total distance covered to be x and total fare be rupees y. Okay, here it is being said that distance covered as x, total distance covered is taken as x, and the total fare, that means fare charged in first 1 kilometer and fare charged in the rest of the distance, total fare is rupees y. Okay, then what you have to do? Write a linear equation for the given information and draw a graph. Okay, now it is not that difficult because everything is said in the question. What is being said? It is said that distance covered is x. Okay, distance covered is equal to is equal to x kilometer. Total distance covered, isn't it? This question number 4. Total fare is how much? Total fare is equal to rupees y. Now you see, for first 1 kilometer, fare was how much? Rupees 8. Isn't it? For first 1 kilometer the fare was rupees 8, and for the next, that means the rest of the distance, say for example this is rest of the distance, it will be charged as how much? Rupees 5. Rupees I am removing here, that will be better. So for first 1 kilometer it was charged rupees 8, and for the rest, I don't know how much is the rest, it will be charged rupees 5. Okay. What was the total distance covered? X. If out of the total distance x, if I take out 1, how much will be remaining? X minus 1. That means this will be x minus 1. Clear? Now if I add the first fare and the rest of the fare, it will be equal to how much? Total fare. That means this is by equation 1 into 8 plus x minus 1 into 5 is equal to y. Now 8 plus 5x minus 5 is equal to y, or 8 minus 5 is equal to how much? 3y, or 5x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, 5x, sorry, this will be plus 3, isn't it? It will be plus 3. Okay, so 5x plus 3 is equal to y. 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. That means this is the required equation. Now you have to plot it on a graph paper. Now see, drawing on the graph paper I will leave it up to you because we have done questions related to that. X, y. 2 I am taking here. Okay, so if I take x to be as 0, then what will be the value of y? If I take x as 0, then the value of y will be x into 5. That means 0 into 5 is equal to 0. That means answer will be how much? 3. Okay. Now if I take x is equal to 1. If I take x is equal to 1, that means 1 into 5 is equal to how much? 5. 1 into 5 is equal to 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is equal to how much? 8. Now you can plot it easily on a graph paper. Now I have just shown you the last question. I have just shown you. You try to think whether whatever I have shown is actually correct or not. That means you will try to check whatever is being done. Okay, till this much I have done it and there is no mistake till this much. Okay, finding out the value, is it correct or is it wrong? You have to check it by yourself and you can mention me in the comment section. If it is correct, you can mention me, yes, the last question was correct. If it is wrong, then you can mention, yes, the last answer was wrong, and so will be the answer. Okay, so with this I would like to wrap up my today's class. The rest of the question of this particular exercise is almost same. Okay, so try to do it by yourself, explore as much as you can. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and do your work regularly.